Hi, my name is Suraj. So I graduated from MIT College of Engineering, which is in Pune University. And then from college, I did got placement like in service-based company. So where we were hired like in 500 numbers or something like that. So a lot of companies came, lot of companies hired like 200,000, even from mechanical branch, even from civil branch, people got hired. So we were like we did got hired, and our this thing joining letter came after 1 year. So then after 1 year we finally went when we joined there. The job was like in kind of support work, like not in like real tech field where we'll sit and code and all that. So like in like 3 months or so I absconded the job, and like I move on for preparation of GATE and all that. So 1 year I prepared for GATE and got like decent amount of rank from which I could get lower IITs or like that. So one of the lower IITs I also got, but third round में the question was too difficult for me, तो उसमें reject हो गया. Then after that I was searching at that for the job also. So for when I was searching for the job, so there was lot of things कि ऐसा they had lot of requirements, front end, back end and all that. So I was lacking kind of like in that tech stuff and all that. So then on one day I was simply scrolling to Facebook and that, so I came across Ateneo. So then I came to know about boot camps and all that. So I didn't know before that there are boot camps in India which teach you coding stuff and all that. I only know Udemy courses and all that, and then I know other boot camps also. So Ateneo was there because Ateneo mein I have seen like Divyam's video, introduction video. It's like why, what we do and what all tech stack we will go through and all that. So that was fine. But then ISA model was also there. Ki, okay, once you get placed and this much salary if you get, so this much part you have to pay. Like that makes sense, and that is completely fine. So that is how I came to Ateneo. Like there was initial selection process, I filled the form and all that. That is how I came to Ateneo. We don't have to compare this from Udemy and all that, because Udemy courses, what they do is like they have some project built up already, and throughout that course they will make you build that project, and they'll just make you type whatever code they have figured out. So basically you don't have any problem statement there with you to solve. They have already solved all the problems for you. So when you come to real life scenarios and all that, so you don't know how to solve these. So initially when we started in Ateneo, we started from very basic like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then we learned the basic framework jQuery, which was used today also, it is used somewhere. So then we built a project upon it, because when like very important thing was that we built projects and we did daily assignments and all that. Because of that, whatever things we were learning, we know कि this is how ऐसे तो बना पाएंगे, like this is how we are gonna implement this. If such problems comes, so we'll solve that, because this is what important, this is what matters. Because when I'm like doing jobs, doing like day-to-day job like coding and all this, lot of problems are there. So I don't know कि how to solve such problems. अगर if I gone through Udemy courses, I know कि ये I never would have figured out कि ये कैसे करते हैं. But DS algos में भी problems नहीं होते. Like there's lot of problems that comes up, like when you're building a website, when you're working on a small module, कोई भी part हो like. So that is where Ateneo differs. And then a lot of things happen inside classes also. We have a lot of fun. AMS sessions भी थे काफी, तो उससे भी we got lot of ideas of startup industries in India, like how startups are running, all that. So it was like we can't compare from Udemy courses and all that, where Udemy courses we offer them. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, see, imagine today's lockdown situation, like we can't go to the lectures and all that. Of course, like somewhere in the future we have to like get creative with the lectures and all that, and make courses live only at some point of time. And recorded videos already is like doesn't make that much of a sense. Like even in lectures, our teachers also get stuck into some problems, and we together used to find the answer. Like, this way we will go, and this is how we'll solve that problem, and that helped. Part was, see, first initially the teacher was like very much skilled. He knows stuff, like even though he was stuck, but he knows how to get get the problem solved, and he was very good with the teachings. Like he was understanding the problem student went through. Like in our batch there was diversity of students. We had students from different backgrounds, and lot of students were not from coding background. So the guy like me would understand, okay, this I know, because so it was simple for me. But some people it was very hard to grasp. For them he took very slowly and made the lectures very engaging and all that. And he hears us feedback. If we are giving some feedback, we need this and that, it was getting implemented. I saw that. So that was really nice. And like a lot of things, like he had from basic level, basic, then even in hard level. When we came to React, I remember a lot of students were lagging initially. So we said that, oh, we are like kind of lagging behind in this. So our lecturer like Arkesh, he was there at that our time. So he took extra lectures for us, and like made the lectures to make everyone comfortable with React.js and all that. And also in project making phase also, like he was like very smart in like where to lay out the solution and where not to lay out the solution. Yeah, like when the course was about to end, and like we almost like done our projects and our resume making phase was there. So like lot of companies were coming, like in starting, like a lot of. And at that time some people get selected and some people like doesn't name even doesn't come up. So we are like, how is that placement process is going on and all that. We used to question, but later it all made sense to us, because uh, companies come, they see your profiles, they see your projects and all that, they see your resumes. So initially, like there's a lot of things we have to go through when we are going through placement, like having a perfect resume, having a perfect LinkedIn profile, then having your projects in place. All that thing we have to keep it perfect. Then you were there, like you got a lot of companies with us, like like a lot of interviews were going online also. So yeah, and in placements also, like we used to get stuck into some questions and all that. We don't know how to solve that. So we like we cracked some interviews, we didn't crack some interviews. So yeah, there was always another interview ready after that. So yeah, that was like, life in startup is like pretty hard. It's like very fast life. Lot of development goes on, lot of coding goes on, like, and you have to be responsible for a certain part of tech. Like I am responsible for front end part. We are like lot of code into the front end every week, like, and you have to make sure your code is like of good coding standard, a production ready code which won't make any error in production, but it does sometimes. So that you have to make sure. And like currently in technology wise, I am like working front end, so React.js, Redux and all that. And lot of things also is there, like Node.js mein like little bit socket server is going on. Like lot of techs are there, like front end maybe we are like trying on to Next.js and all that, server side rendering and RxJS. Lot of things are going on. So